Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanzeeba Noreen. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. President Trump and First Lady offer blessings for a prayerful Lenten season. Trump gave U.S. automakers a one-month tariff exemption. Vance, Hegseth, and Gabbard visited Texas border after Trump's speech. Al Green faced punishment after being removed for disrupting Trump's address. Supreme Court rejected Trump's request to keep $2 billion in foreign aid frozen. U.S. stopped sharing intelligence with Ukraine after Trump-Zelensky dispute. Representative Sylvester Turner, former Houston mayor, died at 70. Governor Hochul highlights flood safety ahead of Awareness Week. Greenland's Prime Minister rejected Trump's plan to take control. Panama president rejects Trump's claims about reclaiming Panama Canal. China stands strong amid ongoing trade war with the U.S. at National People's Congress. And USOPC receives a record $100 million donation to support athletes' post-Olympic careers. You are listening to Headlines, now news in detail. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump shared a message for Ash Wednesday expressing their solidarity with millions of American Christians beginning the Lenten season. They highlighted the 40-day period of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, a time for deepening faith and preparing spiritually for Easter. The Trumps noted that on Ash Wednesday, Christians receive ash crosses on their foreheads, a reminder of their mortality and need for Christ's mercy. During this Lenten season, we solemnly reflect on the suffering and death of Jesus Christ, the President and First Lady said in their statement. As we look forward to the joy of Easter, we prepare our souls for the miracle of His resurrection. The Trumps wished everyone a prayerful and meaningful Lent and called on God's blessings for all Americans, reaffirming their commitment to the nation's spiritual well-being. President Trump gave U.S. automakers a one-month exemption from the tariffs that took effect on March 4th, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said. The decision came after Trump spoke with leaders of Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. His administration had imposed 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico and 10% on Chinese goods. These tariffs were expected to impact automakers since many car parts come from those countries. "We spoke with the big three automakers," Trump said in a statement. "We will give a 1-month exemption on autos coming through USMCA." Leavitt said the goal is to help automakers shift supply chains to the U.S. The administration said the tariffs aim to reduce illegal migration and drug trafficking while fixing trade imbalances. Canada and China already responded with new tariffs, and Mexico is expected to announce its reaction soon. Following the news, shares of Ford, GM, and Stellantis rose sharply. Vice President J.D. Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard visited the southern border in Texas. They went to Eagle Pass, a town about 100 miles west of San Antonio, to highlight the Trump administration's efforts to stop illegal crossings and drug trafficking. Their visit came one day after President Donald Trump's speech to Congress, where he focused on immigration. Trump's administration recently imposed a 25% tariff on nearly all imported goods from Mexico, saying Mexico must do more to stop illegal activities at the border. This decision caused stock markets to drop. During his speech, Trump said Mexico and Canada must help stop fentanyl and other drugs from entering the U.S. He also sent Congress a funding request to support deportation operations. Since Trump took office, illegal border crossings have dropped sharply. In February, crossings fell to the lowest level in at least 25 years. The administration also reported that more than 50,000 people, including criminals, had been deported. Vance had visited the border before, including a trip to San Diego in September. House Republicans moved to censure Democratic Representative Al Green of Texas after he disrupted President Donald Trump's speech on Tuesday. Green stood up, raised his cane toward Trump, and shouted during the address to Congress. House Speaker Mike Johnson warned him to sit down, but Green refused. Johnson then ordered the sergeant at arms to remove him from the chamber. Republican Representative Dan Newhouse introduced a resolution to censure Green, calling his action a breach of proper conduct. The resolution was marked as privileged, requiring the House to vote within 2 legislative days. The conservative House Freedom Caucus also announced plans to introduce a similar resolution. After being removed, Green said he was ready to accept any punishment. He told reporters he had not planned the protest but acted on impulse. He also said he was not upset with Speaker Johnson or other House members pushing for his censure. If the resolution passes, Green will have to stand before the House as the censure is read. Johnson said the disruption was unnecessary and insisted Green should be punished for his actions. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. The Supreme Court rejected President Trump's request to keep nearly $2 billion in foreign aid frozen. The decision cleared the way for the funds to be sent to groups working with the State Department and USAID. Trump had paused the payments for 90 days, but a lower court ordered the government to release the funds. The administration appealed, but the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 against Trump's request. Chief Justice John Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett joined the liberal justices, while 4 conservative justices dissented. Justice Samuel Alito criticized the decision, arguing that a single judge should not have the power to force the government to spend taxpayer money. The non-profits that challenged Trump's pause said The freeze caused job losses and disrupted aid programs worldwide. Trump's administration argued it needed more time to review payments. Despite the ruling, legal battles over the president's authority on foreign aid are still ongoing. The U.S. halted intelligence sharing with Ukraine after a tense meeting between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on February 28. CIA Director John Ratcliffe confirmed the decision in an interview. Ratcliffe said the pause affected both military and intelligence cooperation but did not give further details. The decision followed a White House meeting that was supposed to finalize a major agreement on Ukraine's mineral resources. However, the discussion turned into a dispute over Russia and whether Zelensky had shown enough gratitude to Trump. Zelensky had previously thanked Trump and the U.S. many times and continued to do so afterward. However, some of Trump's advisors believe Zelensky was pressuring the president publicly. Ratcliffe stated that Trump personally ordered the pause in intelligence sharing, saying, "Let's pause. I want you to think about that." He noted that Zelensky later expressed a willingness to negotiate peace. Trump assured Congress that he was working to end the war in Ukraine. Despite the pause, Ratcliffe said the U.S. would continue supporting Ukraine against Russian aggression. Democrats, including Senator Elissa Slotkin, strongly criticized Trump's approach. Representative Sylvester Turner of Texas died at 70, just weeks after taking office. He had previously served as Houston's mayor from 2016 to 2024. The city of Houston confirmed his death, and Mayor John Whitmer called him a remarkable public servant. Turner reportedly felt unwell after attending President Trump's address to Congress. The cause of death remained unclear. Turner had posted on X before the event, criticizing Trump and Elon Musk for cutting Medicaid. "They are playing politics with children's lives, and I will not stand for it," he wrote. Turner won his seat in November after the death of Representative Sheila Jackson Lee. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries said Democrats were shocked and saddened by his passing. Turner's final message to his constituents was, "Don't mess with Medicaid." His legacy as a leader and advocate for the people will be remembered. Governor Kathy Hochul announced that the week of March 9, 2025 will be Flood Safety Awareness Week in New York. The campaign, aimed at educating residents on flood risks, comes as widespread rain and warmer temperatures increase the chance of flooding and ice jams. Hochul urged New Yorkers to stay informed and take precautions, especially with the snow melt and rainfall potentially causing localized flooding and ice jams in areas like Buffalo. With flooding risks growing due to climate change, Governor Hochul stressed the importance of preparing for emergencies. She advised residents to build an emergency kit, create a food plan, and sign up for free emergency alerts. The National Weather Service warned of the possibility of ice jams and rising river levels, especially in spring. Flooding can cause serious damage, and Hochul encouraged all residents to be proactive in safeguarding their families and homes. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Greenland's Prime Minister Mutter B. Eager rejected President Donald Trump's statement about the U.S. taking control of Greenland. In his speech on Tuesday night, Trump said the U.S. needed Greenland for national and international security. He also said he believed the U.S. would get it one way or another and promised economic benefits for Greenland. Iggy responded on social media saying Greenland belonged to its people and was not for sale. He stated that Greenlanders did not want to be Americans or Danes and would decide their own future. Denmark's defense minister Troels Lund Poulsen also dismissed Trump's statement, saying Greenland's future would be decided by its people. Trump has talked about Greenland before because of its strategic location between the US, Russia and Europe. The island has valuable resources like oil, gas and rare minerals. It is also home to the northernmost US military base. As Arctic ice melts, new shipping routes are opening, making Greenland more important. The US and its allies have been concerned about Russia and China increasing their presence in the region. Panama's President José Raúl Mulino criticized U.S. President Trump's statement that the U.S. was reclaiming control of the Panama Canal. Trump had referenced a deal where U.S.-based BlackRock Inc. bought a controlling stake in ports near the canal operated by a Hong Kong group, accusing China of influencing the canal's operations. Mulino denied Trump's claims, stating that Panama maintained full control of the canal. He emphasized that the sale was a private transaction, not influenced by U.S. pressure. Mulino strongly rejected the notion that the U.S. was reclaiming the canal, calling Trump's statement a lie. The Panama Canal was handed over to Panama in 1999 under a treaty signed by President Jimmy Carter. The new deal, which requires Panama's approval, involves a $23 billion transaction and is unrelated to political matters. According to C.K. Hutchinson, the sailing company, Mulino reaffirmed that Panama's sovereignty remained intact. China has remained defiant in the face of President Trump's trade war, with Beijing imposing retaliatory tariffs on U.S. exports after the U.S. imposed 20% tariffs on all Chinese goods. At the National People's Congress, Chinese officials emphasized their strength despite facing economic challenges like youth unemployment and weak consumer spending. During the event, Premier Li Qiang announced a 5% GDP growth target and more fiscal support to boost the economy. He acknowledged the ongoing trade tensions with the U.S. but highlighted China's resilience. Some Chinese delegates expressed hope for a resolution, with Delegate Lin Xianchao from Hong Kong predicting that a fair settlement would eventually come. While Chinese stock markets rose 15% of this year, U.S. markets saw a slight decline. This shift in market trends suggests that China remains confident in its ability to weather the trade war's impact. Let's have a look on today's sports story. Philanthropist Ross Stevens made a historic $100 million donation to the United States Olympic and Paralympic Committee to help athletes after their careers end. The donation, the largest in USOPC history, will fund the Stevens Financial Security Award, offering athletes up to $200,000 in post-retirement support. This fund will benefit athletes who have represented Team USA, rewarding their sacrifices. Athletes who participated in the Olympics or Paralympics will be eligible for the award, with $100,000 available 20 years after their games or at age 45, whichever comes later. Multiple-time Olympians can receive more, with up to $600,000 available for three-time participants. The donation addresses the financial challenges many athletes face, as most only receive small stipends. The USOPC plans to use this fund to help athletes build a more secure future beyond their Olympic and Paralympic careers. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,495.56. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 327.92 points or 1.65%. Tokyo stock close price is 37,418.24. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 87.06 points or 0.23%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,341.96. The Shanghai index is increased by 17.76 points or 0.53%. Hong Kong stock close price is 23,594.21. The Hang Seng index is increased by 652.44 points or 2.84%. Bombay stock close price is 73,730.23. The Sensex index is increased by 740.30 points or 1.01%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump and First Lady offer blessings for a prayerful Lenten season. Trump gave U.S. automakers a one-month tariff exemption. Vance, Hexeth, and Gabbard visited Texas border after Trump's speech. Al Green faced punishment after being removed for disrupting Trump's address. Supreme Court rejected Trump's request to keep $2 billion in foreign aid frozen. U.S. stopped sharing intelligence with Ukraine after Trump-Zelensky dispute. Representative Sylvester Turner, former Houston mayor, died at 70. Governor Hochul highlights flood safety ahead of Awareness Week. Greenland's Prime Minister rejected Trump's plan to take control. Panama president rejects Trump's claims about reclaiming Panama Canal. China stands strong amid ongoing trade war with the U.S. at National People's Congress. And USOPC receives a record $100 million donation to support athletes post-Olympic careers. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs at Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.